Hello everyone, welcome back to the I Don't Even Know podcast. I'm Em, hope you're doing well. Today, I'm back, All American, Season 6, Episode 8. I know, this is later than I planned, I'm sorry. I know I said last episode it was going to be late because I was going on a trip, and I said Wednesday. I'm an idiot. I did not know when I was going to get back. I assumed it was Wednesday. It was in fact Thursday. And I was going to do it yesterday. But literally right when I got home really early in the morning, I watched and recorded an episode for Pretty Little Liars. And then I was going to do this. I was going to take an hour break, then do this. But then the power went out in our subdivision or maybe even farther. I don't know. I just know my neighborhood, the power went out. And it was out for an hour, maybe even more. And then the Wi-Fi was down for 5 hours, even when the power came back on, because with the power going out, it messed something up with our Wi-Fi. And so we didn't get it back until 6 o'clock. And at that point, I was just too lazy to do it because I had been, I was running on no sleep. I got back that morning. So we're here now. I really wanted to do it yesterday, specifically because this episode was so important, or at least I, going into it, thought it was going to be. And also I kind of knew. Of course, I go on Twitter even if I don't watch an episode of something. Usually. The Rookie is the only one that, I literally, because I had to watch it an hour after it aired, I deleted my social media for that. But for All American, I don't care as much. I do. But then I also want to know what's going on, just to get a feel. And so Monday night after the episode aired, I went on Twitter to kind of see what everyone was saying about it, because I just want to know, especially with Tay coming back. I wanted to know how they were going to do that, because I thought it was going to be a dream, which I was fine with, or a flashback. And it was a lot different than I thought. And so I'm happy I checked. So going into this, I kind of knew what was going to happen. And before I actually watched it this morning, I knew about the letters, obviously. I knew about some Jordala stuff because, of course, I follow a ton of Jordala shippers on Twitter, obviously. And I saw everyone posting about it. I mean, actually, I don't even follow that many. It's just the ones I follow post about it so much, I just see it. And so I saw that, and I also saw edits, the past few days, since the episode aired. So I kind of knew what was going to happen with Jordala this episode, in a way. Not completely, because I didn't watch the full scene. I just watched a part of it, and then I just moved on. And same with the edits. I watched the edits, but it didn't show the full thing. So I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. I just knew it was going to be a lot. And I knew this episode was going to be a lot to handle. But I did not think I was going to cry. I, in fact, did, though. It was, towards the end of the episode, it was when Liv opened up her letter from Billy and started reading it. I don't know what the fuck happened. Just waterworks. I was fine the whole time. Throughout the whole episode, I was fine. I was chilling. Yeah, I was sad. I was having a rough time with Layla and then all the other letters and everything. It was a lot for me. But it's just Liv, my baby girl, she punches me in the gut. That was so, oh my gosh, just literally the first word Tay said in Liv's letter. Right when he said, hey baby girl, or whatever, done. I started bawling my eyes out. And it literally came out of nowhere, because I was not expecting it. I cry a lot over shows. I mean, that's one thing about me. I literally cried in an episode on here about The Rookie at one point. like, I cry about shows all the time because of how into it I get. And it doesn't matter if it's, like, little. I will cry over, like, basically anything that happens. But I have not cried for All American in a while. I haven't. I think the last time I cried was when Billy died. That episode. I don't even think I cried during his... Did I cry during his funeral? Yes, I did. But after that, I didn't cry. And I don't know why I didn't, but I just haven't. So bringing him back was so rude. But I just didn't, so emotional, I just didn't think I was going to cry. Yes, bringing him back was needed because I thought there were so many things that were left unanswered with his death. Like, yeah, they did a pretty good job wrapping it up. And I know it was because Tay wanted to leave, which completely support. Like, I would never want, like, an actress or an actor to, like, stay on a show because they feel obligated to. If they want to leave, no matter how heartbroken I will be and how much, like, I wish they would stay, I will support it because I want them to do what they want to do. I want them to be happy. He wanted to leave, totally fine. And I think, obviously, like, him dying, they had to do it because it's not like they could just be like, oh, he moved away. Like, yeah, they had to kill him. As much as it pains me, they had to do it. And it's just like, with the 100th episode coming up, they needed to do something like this. Just to kind of wrap it up. Especially with Liv's book, like, being done. I was wondering if they were gonna, like, what they were gonna do with that. Because, like, she obviously, like, was in a better place now, like, to be able to write it, but she's still dealing with it. She's, like, and I'm happy that she said, like, writing the book got her, like, made her feel like he's still with her, and now that she's sending it in and it's done, it feels like she's losing him all over again. I'm happy she brought that up, because, like, I had a feeling that this book was helping her a lot with not just dealing with it, but having that it made her feel closer to him. And when she was, like, saying at the beginning of the episode, like, deadline was a week ago or some shit like that, I started thinking, okay, it's because of the dad. She's scared. She doesn't want to, like, him to, like, not have him leave her again, but you know what I mean. She doesn't want to lose him again. And when you, like, have a parent die in shows, the grief is such a big thing. Not just in shows, in general as well. Like, you never fully get over it. And so many shows don't handle it the right way. But I think they have for the most part. Like, don't get me wrong. The writers on here do some stupid ass shit. 100%. But they're doing a good job with this. Like, keeping Billy's legacy alive and bringing him back, especially right before the 100th episode. I thought that was perfect. Because a part of me thought that he was going to, his guest starring role, whatever, was going to be in the 100th episode. When we found out he was guest starring, I was like, okay, he's 100% in the 100th episode. Which I would have been 100% fine with. For sure. But I like how they did it before. So, with the 100th episode, the main focus is championship. And of course, we're going to have flashbacks to, like, earlier seasons, probably with him in it. Like, because this is the biggest moment of their life. Championship. Call it championship. Like, this is huge. So he's obviously going to be there, just older scenes, you know? And, like, I'm happy they did it this way. Because as much as I would like him to be in it, because he's dead, it would be a weird way. It's kind of, like, you know, hard. Especially because this isn't supernatural. You know, so it would be hard to bring him in for the 100th episode without doing, like, a flashback or a dream, which I think with the 100th episode, it's just such a big deal. Oh my gosh, sorry. It's such a big deal with championship. I think it was a good way to bring him in. And it's a good way to go into the championship. You know, especially, like, Jordan and Spencer were probably going through it, like, thinking, it's the championship. It's, like, one of the biggest moments of their life, or the biggest moment of their life. And they've been working on this forever, and Billy's not even going to be there. And it just gave them all closure. And it was just perfect for everything they're going through. And I think Laura gave it to, obviously, Liv because of the book, and she needs some help with it. But I also think she didn't only give it to Jordan, the letter to Jordan, because she also gave it to Liv. I think it was also to get him ready for the championship and give him the closure and get him ready. And same with Spencer. I mean, I thought that was great that she included him. I was worried for a second because, like, I was like, okay, he doesn't have a letter, so what is she gonna give him? Because Spencer is obviously part of the family 100%. Like, he deserves a letter. So I'm happy she gave him the notebook, or the journal, of how Billy felt when they took Spencer in. Because we never really got to hear how stressful it was, and, like, how Billy felt about the situation. We did in a way, but actually, like, hearing everything and how he really felt, and how he was worried about him and all this, it really made me happy to hear that side, because it was, I mean, that's what started the show. Like, he brought him in, and it's just a lot. And especially because now Spencer, or not really now, he was in this episode dealing with the same thing Billy was feeling when Spencer came in, because of Dion and all of that. It was just perfect timing for that. You know, I don't even know if Laura knows that he was helping Dion at that point. I think if she did, I think she would, like, maybe have given it to him sooner, maybe not, I don't know. But I think it was also because just the championship, I don't know. That's what I assume. I mean, I think they all need closure going into this game to be, like, fully ready to go. Like, let's go. Like, I'm so excited for the championship, and I think this was just perfect leading up to it. Especially Tay, because I've missed him. I miss Billy. I really do. Like, oh my gosh. Like, obviously, I knew he was going to probably, or not obviously, I had a feeling after he died that he would somehow make an appearance, like, in a flashback or a dream, because I think Tay said at some point he would come back for something like that. And so I was like, okay. Like, yeah, he probably will. And also, because he's still friends with the cast. He was at the 100th episode celebration. So, like, I kind of had a feeling. But it makes me even happier that it actually happened. Because, oh my gosh, when he died, I was devastated. Oh my gosh, like, I've cried for All American before, but that was the hardest I've cried, for sure. It was awful, because I remember going into this season, or the second half of season 5 at least, I don't know why I said this season, second half of season 5, there were theories on Twitter about him dying. And of course, a lot of people, and myself included, did not believe them, or at least didn't want to believe them. They're like, there's no way, there's no fucking way. And of course it happened, and of course it's the episode I did not watch live. I remember I was hanging out with my brother, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go, or when we finished, like, doing, I don't know what we were doing, but I think we were watching something, I went upstairs to watch the episode. And I remember being like, okay, like, let's fucking go. Like, I was excited because I didn't know what was happening. And I was hoping, because of how the episode before ended with Spolivia and Liv saying, like, I don't want us to be friends because we're more than that. All that. I was like, okay, we're finally getting them. Let's go. I'm a fucking idiot for thinking we were gonna get them before the finale. I thought they were gonna do one thing right. They obviously didn't. But I don't think I went on Twitter before then, or if I did, I just didn't see what happened. So I was watching the episode just like, woohoo, like, let's go. And it was good so far. I mean, I was having a good time, and then it happened, and I remember the waterworks everywhere. I was bawling my eyes out. I just was sitting there like, oh my gosh, what the fuck? It's like, yeah, I know there were like theories about it. I just didn't think it was going to actually happen. I don't know why. I just, like, yeah, like I said before, it made sense because he wanted to leave the show. Like, they had to do that. It's not like they were just gonna have him move. But even thinking about it today, it still throws me off because I cannot come to terms with it. Like, yeah, I have in a way, but then I also, like, I'm still in denial. Because it's like, I just didn't think it was gonna happen. Because he, like, yeah, Spencer is, like, the All-American. He's the main part of the show. But Billy is as well. And he was such a big part of it. And he still is. Like, let's be real. And, like, I just can't. When main characters die in shows, I just can never come to terms with it. And I'm always just, like, sitting there like, oh my gosh, I want to die. You know, it's just, like, I just can't. And, like, watching this season, it's like, I'm coming to terms with it more because of how they're doing it. And it's like, yeah, he's dead. Like, I gotta get over it. But it's still hard. I mean, my therapist isn't over it either. She loved Billy. She is still devastated. And she's caught up. She's on season 6 as well. Girl was devastated when she got to season 5. Like, I think it's just, I just don't know. I think it's just hard because I loved him and he was such a good character. He was like a father to everyone. And not just everyone, he was just such a good dad in general and such a good person and role model. And on shows, especially like dramas, and just not just dramas, just shows in general, the parents are shit half the time. On teen dramas, it's rare to have a good fucking parent. Like, I'm trying to think of some right now, and I think of Sandy, the OC, with the wife. I don't know why I can't think of her name right now, but Seth's parents on OC. They're good. They're great. Love them. And there are some others, I just can't think of them right now, but it's rare. Like, when I think of parents on shows like this, or not just like this, but, you know, teen shows, I think of Dan Scott. Fucking asshole. Worst person on the planet. I hate him with a passion. If you are gonna watch One Tree Hill, good luck. He's gonna make you want to kill yourself. He's awful. I think of that. I think of the awful parents. And he was in, like, Billy was so incredible to everyone. And, like, on, like, shows like these, yeah, you have awful parents and you have, like, one decent parent or, like, one really good parent. But still, like, usually a main parent on shows like this are trash. And parents on here are awful, but we haven't had a main one. And I remember going into this show, I don't know why I thought he was going to be a pain in the ass. I remember when I started, I was like, okay, like, I didn't know anything besides the fact that Samantha was really fucking attractive. That's all I knew. Like, literally going into the show, no. When I started the show, I knew somewhat about Liv's addiction because of a promo I saw while watching Legacies. I knew about that. I knew everyone ships Bolivia. And I knew how gorgeous Samantha was. I remember going into this episode like, I'm going to have the biggest fucking crush on her, which turned out to be true. But I remember when I started, I don't know why, I was like, okay, he seems nice now. He's going to turn into a fucking piece of shit. He never did. And it's just like, they have to kill off the best people. Like, oh my gosh, kill off JJ. Like, I get Tay wanted to leave the show. I support him with that. But I'm still bitter. But then, if he was still alive and he didn't want to leave the show, I don't know where this season 6 was going to go. Like, obviously, they would have probably figured it out. But I think with him dying, it, like, opened up, like more for this season. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I love this season. A lot. Like, I really do. And I think I've said this before, but I I'm really enjoying it. Like, yeah, it has its moments, but so far, it's my, like, not my top season. I mean, never gonna be my number one, but it's like top, I think it's maybe 4 on my list, or maybe even 3rd of favorite All American seasons. Like, it's good. And I think it's like partly because, like, the way they're handling Billy and his legacy, but also the way they're handling Layla in her storyline as well. Because, like, yes, All American does some stupid shit. Like, the writers, they're good sometimes. They do insane stuff, like, as well. But the one thing they have been handling really well, besides Billy's, like, legacy, is Layla's storyline with her mental health. 100%. They're doing that justice. Like, that is one of the things they're doing well. Like, every time I think of, like, when All American has a shitty storyline, I'm just like, okay, at least they did Layla justice. And they still are to this day. Because this is such, like, a long storyline, and, like, not reoccurring, because it's always there. Because when, like, this is such a constant thing you have to deal with. And so, like, they're doing a good job, especially now, like, we're seeing her in therapy. She's finally getting therapy, which I wanted her to get, but I was fine if she didn't, because she said she didn't want therapy. Which, like, if that's not what you wanted, 100% perfectly fine. You know, it's completely her decision. But I'm happy she's doing it, because things are coming to light now about, like, her engagement. And it's not like she don't want to get married to Jordan, obviously. Like, thank the Lord. Oh my gosh, I would have had a mental breakdown if they broke up and she, like, called off the engagement. But, like, it's because of her mom, and she has so many unresolved feelings about her mom and her mom's mental health, which, like, I had a feeling that that's what it was, like, going in, like, not going into the season, but, like, a few episodes ago, when her and Jordan were kind of having, not issues, but she was just kind of, like, there was stuff going on with the wedding, and she didn't want to deal with it. I thought it had something to do with her mom. Yeah, I did think it was just because her mom wasn't there, and, like, when you're getting married, you dream about it your whole life, or, I mean, I don't, but I know a lot of people do, and you think about your mom there and everything, and of course she can't, like, have that. That's what I thought the issue was, and that's what I thought. But it makes sense that it was because of her parents' marriage, and, like, how her mom's mental health, like, started going downhill. Or it was probably already there, but, like, more when she got married. And just JP, he had an amazing child. Has an amazing child. That the only thing he's done right in this world is giving us Layla. Other than that, he's a piece of trash. I'm sorry. He sucks, okay? Has he improved? Yes. But he's still trash. And I get he did not know how to handle it. Like, but he could have handled it better than he did. You know, it's just like, he's fucking trash, okay? I hate him. It's like, yeah, you have your moments, like, last season, or not even last season. Was he even in last season? I don't even remember if he was in last season, but season 4, at least, he was better. Still a piece of trash, though. And just watching this, it confirmed to me more. He's just a piece of trash. I'm happy he's gone. Like, yeah, Layla should have a fucking father or a parent in her life, but he is trash. So I'm happy she has Laura. But, like, that damn flashback ruined my life. Like, baby Layla. And then the fact that you had Greta and Michael playing her mom and JP. Oh my gosh. That hurt me. Because, yeah, I think they kind of did it so we would, like, think it was, or we would kind of imagine it was Jordan and Layla, just for, like, the drama of it. Or, like, maybe that's because she is worried that her and Jordan are going to end up like that. But, oh my gosh, because that was rough, because I really did, like, it's just, my brain was like, I kept thinking it was Jordan and Layla, and that's what fucked me up, and that's made me want to cry. Did I? No. But it's just like, it was a lot. Like, my gosh. Like, yeah, I'm happy she opened up that, like, door and, remembered that moment, and just, like, was not reminiscing, because it's not a good thing, but, you know, thinking about, like, how her mom and dad were. And even though it's traumatizing and she doesn't want to think about it, she has to, because, like, not everything, but her mental health and her meds stopped working because they got engaged. And I was worried at some point that it had something to do with Jordan. Deep down, I think I knew that it didn't, and it was just, like, unresolved issues and, like, feelings she has towards everything. But it's like, it was needed to bring this up. Like, she had to, because, like, it's like, going in to this marriage, like, or not just this marriage, any marriage, you need to, like, work on yourself before to make sure you're ready. Because, like, going to therapy and, like, doing stuff, like, before you married, it might make you realize, if you're having second thoughts or doubts, that marriage isn't for you. And she wants to marry Jordan. She said that. She does. It's just, she's not ready yet. She wants to engage. She wants to, like, still be together. She just needs to, like, it needs to take time. She doesn't want to rush it. And she just wants, like, to take her time, like, work on herself, and then, like, get ready. And I know, like, Jordan would never be like JP, no matter what. Like, he is so understanding, and even she said that, like, I'm not my mom, you're not my dad. Like, he is such an incredible person. Like, Jordan, 10 out of 10, such a good fiance. Like, he has improved so much. Like, if you told me season 1 Jordan was gonna end up like this, I would not believe you. Like, he wasn't a piece of shit. He was kind of annoying, but you know what I mean. It's just, like, he has grown so much, and I think he's so perfect for Layla right now, because I think some people would understand where she's coming from, but then I think it's just like, if she was with someone else, I feel like it wouldn't be the same, especially because Jordan witnessed everything. Like, since season 1, when she started struggling with depression and everything, he saw it. He was there. He was friends with her. Like, he saw everything. Like, he saw the worst parts, and he still looks at her like that. And when she said that, I wanted to die, because the way he actually looked at her, dead. Like, oh my gosh. Like, he is so in love with her still. And, like, I get why she's worried, because I know, like, there are couples, and I've seen it on shows, and I've heard about it from other people. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm playing with this ball, and I keep dropping it. But when, like, someone or your significant other struggles with mental health, sometimes it gets to be too much, and you don't necessarily fall out of love, but you just, like, you can't do it, and you have to call it off because it's too much. Or not just that, you just don't know how to deal with it. You don't know how to handle it. You don't know how to help. But, like, Layla, first of all, wants help, and she wants to figure it out, because she wants to be better. She wants to get married. She wants to have a life and a family with Jordan. But it's also Jordan wants to help. Like, he does not care. Like, he wants to, not that he doesn't care, but he doesn't care, like, what's going on. He wants to help her, like, no matter what. It's like, all he wants to do is help her and make her happy. And even, like, he said, if you want an out, I'll give you an out, because I love you. Like, he literally said, if you want to break up, or if you want to, like, call off the engagement, 100% I'm fine with it. Like, obviously he would be heartbroken, but he would be fine with it, because he loves her and he just wants her to be fucking happy. Like, oh my gosh. Talk about fucking maturity. Like I said, Jordan season 1 would never. Jordan and Simone would never either. I don't think, like, yes, he did love Simone, like, he did, but I don't think he would do this for her. You know? Like, he is so in love with Layla, And I am happy this episode that she brought up Simone and Jordan and that whole thing, because like, I was fine if they didn't, because I love them so much and like I knew everything was gonna be fine for the most part. But with how their relationship started, I think before they got married, they needed to address that, because Simone and Jordan broke up because of Layla and because Jordan had feelings for Layla, even though he wouldn't admit it. He obviously did, and he literally said, like, my feelings changed for Simone because I fell in love with you. So like oh my gosh, that just confirmed it for me. Like, they are it. Like, they're it for each other. The fact that he was like, season 3, he was like, I'm so in love with you, like, or season 2 maybe he said that to Simone. They got married and all that, and then he literally like fell in love with someone else. Like, that just shows how strong his love is for Layla. Like, the fact that happened. Like, yeah, I feel like even if Layla and Jordan did not get together, Simone and Jordan were not gonna last. Not just because of Damon, but because of like how they started. Because how they started was a fucking shit show too. I think probably even worse than Layla and Jordan. But it's like, I think for Layla to heal and to like deal with not just her parents, but like the engagement and everything, she needed to address like the Simone situation of it and get clarity from that. Now she can work on her parents and like dealing with that, and then in the future they'll get married. And because of that and like how she wants to wait, I'm a bit nervous that we're not going to see the wedding now. Of course, I'm hoping we do, but I don't want them to like just all of a sudden have her all of a sudden be like, okay, I want to get married now, actually, like, I'm ready to go. Because, I want to see them get married, 100%, but I don't want her to all of a sudden be like, I'm ready. She needs to, like, heal. She needs to keep going to therapy, talk to Jordan, just, like, work on herself before she's ready, you know? Because she needs to be, like, 100% ready to go and deal with everything before she gets married, because she wants to make sure she's healthy. And like she like won't have like when she has kids, she wants like to like not have her kid deal with what she had to deal with at a young age. So, you know, I guess we'll fucking see. I really was certain that they were gonna get married by the end of the season, but now I'm not so sure. Even though people still think they are, I just don't know from the way this, like, it ended with them. Like, yeah, they're for sure gonna get married, but unless they do it, like, a little time jump at the end of the season, they're not getting married this season. And I don't, honestly, with the way this season's going, I don't think we're even gonna see it, because I think they're doing the new generation thing, 100%. I talked about it before. I think they're doing it, especially with, like, how like Dion was such a big part of this episode, even though he quit that. I almost said basketball, or I almost said basketball and baseball. I'm an idiot. He quit football, obviously. And so if they do it, they're gonna have to bring him back and like have him be like, oh, never mind, I actually want to play football. So like, I'm a bit unsure now, but it's just they're bringing him in so much. It's 100. Like, they have to be doing it, you know? It's 100% happening. Do I want it? No. Am I gonna watch it? Depends, honestly. If Jordan and Layla are in it still, I will watch. Because I feel like if they're doing the next generation thing, Spencer and Liv are leaving. If Jordan and Layla are still in it, I'll watch it. But other than that, I won't. And it's like, it's not that I don't like Dion. I think he's great. I think it's interesting. I'm enjoying this storyline because like I like seeing Spencer kind of be like Billy in a way and be his mentor and help him, like, because he went through some of like the same stuff Dion's going through. Like, it's a lot to be like this an incredible player spotlight on you. And, like, it's just a lot of pressure. And it's a bit different because Spencer at least enjoyed, football. Dion doesn't, or he does, it's a lot for him, which completely understandable, especially at that age, with, like, all that spotlight on you, like, you'll probably want to quit at some point, and so it's, like, a bit different, but then it's also not, because Dion doesn't have, like, his parents are gone, he just has his sister, Tasha, and, like, she obviously, this episode, it confirmed, she obviously cares for him, and she literally raised him. She, like, just wants him to be happy. But the only reason she was pushing him in the other episodes to continue playing baseball. What the fuck? I'm not watching All-American Homecoming. Football. And, like, getting upset with him about it and getting mad at Spencer for getting him to, kind of, not getting him to quit, but you know what I mean. Like, talking to him and kind of giving him the courage to quit. It wasn't because, like, she's insane or, like, anything, and she just wants to push him and, like, wants that her oh my gosh, it's not like she just wants him to play football just because of it. She wants him to have a better life. She wants him to be successful, have a good life, like, have money, like, have like, the stuff she couldn't give him. And have what he doesn't have right now and, like, hasn't been able to have because, like, of, like, their living situation. She wants him to have a better life, which 100% I get, but I'm happy she came to terms with it at the end and, like, said, like, that's what I want. It's not just because I want you to play football. I want you to succeed. I want you to have all this that I couldn't give you. Like, I'm happy she said that. Because I was a bit worried. I was like, where is this gonna go? Like, I didn't think Tasha was, like, abusive or anything like that. Or at least I didn't think so. But I just thought it was a bit much. So I'm happy she said that. And it kind of reminded me of when Spencer came to Beverly. Because Grace, same thing. She wanted him to do whatever she wanted. She wanted him to do whatever he wanted. If it wouldn't get him killed. So, even, like, if, like, obviously Spencer did not want to quit football, but, like, she wanted him to do whatever he wanted. Like, if he didn't want to go to Beverly, like, yeah, she would have been upset, but she would have understood where he's coming from. But the main thing is, she pushed him and, like, said, you should do it, because she wanted Spencer to succeed. She wanted him to get the things he doesn't have, be successful, all that, like, have the life that she couldn't necessarily give him, and because with their, like, living in Crenshaw and everything, and it, like, that, those just reminded me so much of each other, like, the whole time, like with, like, all the Spencer and Dion scenes, it just was giving me flashbacks to Spencer and Billy, and that's why I think they're doing the new generation thing, because, like, the parallels, like, when Spencer was reading the journal that, oh my gosh, why am I getting names wrong? My gosh, Billy wrote about his time, like, when Spencer first came to Beverly, it's, like, what he was saying was, like, what Spencer was feeling about Dion and, like, stressed about that, and it's just really, like, made me think, like, yeah, this is happening, like, like, if it's not, will I be happy? Yeah. Will I be shocked? For sure. Because the way they're doing it, it's, like, 100%. Like, it has to be happening. And, like, I like the way they're doing it. I think the way they're kind of, like, introducing him and Tasha, and maybe, like, they'll introduce other people, and kind of, like, leading up to it, they're doing a lot better than what other new generations do, which is just pop them up in the first episode of the new season and be like, surprise, here are new characters. Like, they're doing a lot better because it's, like, kind of going along with, like, what Spencer had to deal with, and, like, Spencer, before he leaves, if he does, he's gonna help him, you know? They shouldn't do it. They 100% shouldn't, because it's kind of gonna be the same as, like, Spencer's story. Just, like, a bit different, obviously, because they are different. But it's going to feel like that, because I'm realizing all the parallels. Like, this episode, I realized all the parallels with Billy, Spencer, and Dion. I'm like, okay. So if they do it, it's just going to be Spencer storyline again. Just a bit different. And I don't really know how I feel about that, besides the fact I think they shouldn't do it. But, I mean, I don't know. It's just, each episode, it's feeling more like the final season. And it's, like, feeling more like they're making Dion be, like, the new main character. Which, who knows? I might be completely wrong. Like, but it like, might just be a storyline for Spencer to kind of lead him up. Like, just kind of making him more like Billy in a way. And mentoring someone because he's had, like, an insane life so far. And especially his high school, like, football experience. Like, he's gone through a lot. And so, like, having him do this is a good idea, even if it's not, like, introducing Dion as the new, like, Spencer James. But it's just, it still feels like it. It's the way everyone's acting. It feels like, I think it maybe is just the fact that it feels more adult, which it 100% is. Like, they're 20 now. Yeah, they're 20. Like, Spencer turned 21. They're in their 20s now. Like, yeah, early 20s, but still, like, they're adults. They're doing, like, they're adulting, you know? And I think that might also be the reason it feels just more like final season. It's just the fact that it's older. They're getting older. I don't know. I just know, like, with the Dion and Spencer's thing, the whole, like, Bolivia was, like, a married couple during that. That's all I could fucking think about. I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is what it's gonna be like when they have kids. Just a little less stressful, or not stressful, a little less drama probably. Because, like, the way, like, Liv was, like, being there for him, and also, like, they were all eating dinner as a family, and Liv was, like, being a mom and being like, okay, you're gonna shut up, eat your food, talk about this later. Like, I loved it, especially when, like, in the journal, Billy was talking about Laura and said, like, she would always calm him down, or she knew what to do. And then Olivia came in. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, they are it for each other. Like, we've known this, obviously. But oh my gosh, they're gonna get married. Okay. Before I move on to, like, other stuff this episode, I do want to say one thing, because it's about Olivia, that I think might be happening next episode. But also, like, don't, like, if I'm wrong, please don't say anything, because I most likely am, and I just like being an idiot. Am I the only one who thinks there is a chance Spencer's going to propose to Olivia after that championship game if they win? Not if they win. They're for sure going to win. Like, that would be awful if they don't. But am I the only one who thinks that? I don't know, just the way they are this season, and, like, how strong and solid they are, and, like, they've had their drama, like, with Ashley and everything, and, like, all that, but they've come out stronger. Like, they're doing fine now. Like, they're solid. Am I the only one who thinks they might get engaged? Because they're for sure gonna have them get engaged before the show ends. For sure. So, I don't know. It's my fucking theory. My theory that's gonna be wrong for sure. Like, oh my gosh, next episode I'm gonna feel like such an idiot. I do think, though, we're gonna get a rain kiss, because it was raining in the promo, I think, during the championship. So, Jordy Les, Bolivia rain kiss, please. Please. Oh my gosh. I don't know what else I want from next episode. I just know 100th episode, gonna be big. I mean, let's be real. It fucking better be big. I'm gonna get annoyed. I think probably, like, it will be big because Chris is back and everything, but it's just, like, it needs to be big. 100th episode, it's such a big deal because it doesn't happen that often with shows of, like, this generation, you know? It's rare. So it was like, we need it. It's like, it's state championship, and probably other shit's gonna happen. Like, I think the patience trial might happen next episode, which I kind of hope it doesn't. Like, I get why they might do it, because it's such a big storyline this season, but I hope they do it, like, episode 10 instead, or just a bit later, just because I want 100th episode. I just want championship. I want good vibes. I want to have a good ass time. Like, please stop, because I'm starting to think after this episode like, when I finished this episode, I started thinking, like, I don't know if Patience is going to win the trial. Like, I feel like she will because they're going to, like, want a happy ending for this. But it's not looking very good right now. And I'm happy, like, this episode that they did have, like, Coop, like, help her and get ready and, like, get prepared, because I was wondering what the hell was going to happen there, because, yeah, she did get stabbed. She is 100% right. She did get stabbed by, oh my gosh, Miko. I forgot her name again. Miko. She got stabbed by her, yeah, 100%. But, like, we know Mika's team is going to go crazy. And, like, she's already painting her as the bad person. And so, like, she needs to get ready. She needs to be ready. And, like, she has all this anger bottled up. And, like, she's going to fucking lash out. So it's good that Coop helped her. Even though, like, yeah, first time, it wasn't very good. And even, I'm happy Laura said something. Because, yeah, she did a decent job. But where were the hard-hitting questions? Like, yeah, you love her. You don't want to upset her. Coop, I get it. But they're going to ask the hard-ass questions. Like, they're going to go full out, full swing, going after her, trying to make her, like, slip. Not even slip, because she is telling the truth, but try to make her freak out and, like, get her riled up and have her go insane. Like, that's what they're going to try to do. And if they don't work with, like, if, like, Patience does not, like, figure it out and, like, work on it and, like, they keep practicing the trial, they're gonna lose. Like, Coop was going after her, doing what she had to do, like, being, like, what they're gonna do when she's on the stand. And she broke. She's, like, saying she doesn't even remember if she saw the knife or she got stabbed. And, like, it's like, well, yeah, obviously she did get stabbed, but it's like, I get what she means. Like, when something this traumatizing happens to you, it's probably all just a blur. But it's just like, I mean, I don't. That's like, yeah, I think they're gonna win. But even from the end with, like, Coop going to Laura and Laura being like, yeah, we're fucked. Like, I think we might be fucked. Like, yeah, I want, like, her to get put in jail. I said, like, at the beginning of the season, I think she will. But, like, who knows? Maybe for the drama of it, they might have her out. I don't know. It's just a lot. And I'm happy they brought it up this episode, because this episode was so important and such a big, like, thing for everyone with, like, what they were talking about, like, Billy, mental health, and this. It's, like, it was so good that they brought it up, because I didn't know if Coop and Patience were in this episode, to be honest. And so finding out they were, and they were, like, prepping for the trial and not just being cute, like, oh, we're in love, was good. Because Coop, I say it all the time. I'm going to say it again. Character development, great. I'm actually liking her again. Like, each episode, I'm growing to like her even more, because she's really doing the damn thing. And, like she's good. And, like, as nervous as I am for how the Patience trial is gonna go, it's like, Coop needs to be there. I get why she might not, because she is dating Patience, but, you know, I think Coop might be able to do something. I think just Coop is good as interrogating. That might just be me, but I think she would do a good job on stand, like, getting Miko to crack and be like, oh my gosh, I did it, like, oh. You know, I think Coop would do a good job. That might just be me. I don't know who else. I want, if, like, they're gonna show us the trial, I feel like they will, because, like, of how big this storyline is. I mean, it's not even, I mean, it is a big storyline this season. Other ones are bigger, but you know what I mean. I think maybe they're gonna bring Layla out, which I would like, kind of, but then I wouldn't, because I feel like it would stress her out. It's like, also, it would stress Jordan out, too, just because he'll be worried about her, which, like, Jordan needs to not be stressed right now. Like, he just needs to focus on himself and figure everything out. Especially now that he said he's not like gonna put himself in the draft, which I'm happy they brought it up, okay? Because I've been saying this for a couple episodes. Is he eligible? Is he gonna do it? Do I want him to? Because Spencer is? Yeah. But because this probably is like the final season of them at least, or something, I get why. Like, they're having Spencer go, Jordan stay. I get it. I do. And I think it is good for him because he wants to finish it. Like, he wants, like, be with his team, not only just win this championship, he wants to maybe win another, or not maybe, he wants to win another one next year. Like, he wants to complete his journey as a college athlete. 100%. And especially with what Max said, which is kind of a piece of crap. Like, I get where Mac was coming from. Like, yeah, like, people who go early in the draft sometimes, like, wash out or wash up. Like, it doesn't really end well. I get it. But saying that on a fucking podcast after you talk to Jordan, now Jordan says he might be eligible, or not eligible, he might want to go into the draft. Now that's just a little fucked up, okay? Like, you have been helping Jordan, like, this whole season, helping him with all this shit, and then you say that. Like, obviously Jordan is gonna think it's about him, and not only think, it probably was. Like, even he said, it's like, I'm not just saying you. No, you're not saying it was me, but it obviously was. It's like, bitch, he needs to go. Okay, I said I was fine with him being here because, like, he was helping Jordan be the best he can be and getting him in the spotlight and helping him succeed and get the highest numbers he's had, or stats. I said that. I still stand by that. But I want someone who doesn't just care about numbers. Just like Jordan said in the same podcast when he went on. Kenny, bring him back. Which, actually, I'm pretty sure they do, because I think I saw a still of him in next episode, which, thank the Lord. Because, like, I honestly miss Kenny. And I said, like, I think last episode, I thought maybe Mac was going to, like, take his job and become, like, head coach, and Kenny got fired or something. But I'm happy he didn't, because, yeah, I liked that Mac cared about Jordan, but first of all, he was messing up Spencer's stats. Not only that, Mac only cares about the numbers, and it was obvious this episode, and it was kind of obvious before, but Kenny not only cares about numbers, like, yeah, he obviously does because he wants his team to succeed, but he also cares about them as people, and, like he cares about them. Mac probably couldn't give a fucking shit about you. It's like, oh, like, I'm ready for Jordan to go all out next game. Like, state championship, he's going to go in. Like, he is ready to go. And especially with, like, reading Billy's letter, like, it gave him clarity. And it's probably going to help him, like, really go out there and be like, okay, fuck yeah, I've got this. You know, it's like, he's ready to go. Spencer, as well, is ready to go after dealing with Dion and just reading the journal from Billy. Like, he's ready to go for that. Like, they're ready. And, like, Liv, she finally submitted her book because of, like, because she talked to Spencer and, like, read the Billy's note finally. Like, I was worried that she wasn't going to read it because she was waiting for so long, which I completely get. Like, she was probably nervous. And yeah, she did make me cry when she opened it, 100%. But, you know, it gave her clarity as well. Like, saying, like, I need to submit the book. Even though, like, yeah, it made, like, writing the book and talking about him to people and everyone telling her stories made her feel like he was still with her. And if it's going to feel like losing him again, like, submitting the book, when I get that, it's also, like, the letter still gave her clarity because, like the letter said, she's going to do incredible things. She's such an incredible person. And it's just, I don't know. I'm just excited. Now that the book's kind of done, I'm ready to see where it goes with her. Because I feel like, obviously, the book's still going to be a thing, and we're probably going to see her get published and everything. But I just hope that they aren't like, oh, this is trash, because it's like a story about her fucking father. Like, yeah, some people might not get it, but the people who are close to Billy and to her, they're gonna know. They're gonna know how incredible it is and how of an incredible person he is, you know? It's just like, so I guess next episode we'll see. Because now that she turned it in, I don't know where the storyline's going with her. So, I mean, gotta see. Like, yeah, I think it's still gonna be, like, about the book in a way. But it's also not, because she's not writing it anymore. I don't know. I think you get what I'm trying to say. I hope you guys do. So, like, I guess we'll see. I mean, I don't know, because I thought that she wasn't going to, like, submit the book to the publisher or whatever it was until the end of the season, and I thought they were just going to keep, like, building it up, which I'm happy they're not, because I feel like that would be a bit too long, and I want to see her get published. But I guess we'll see. I mean, I don't know. Spencer was perfect with her this episode. Like, they were both so good to each other, and it just showed how much they've grown. Whole season has showed how much everyone has grown, but especially them. Like, they are so solid, especially after last episode with Ashley, and being like her telling him no, and like them working on that, and like them talking. It's like they've gotten only stronger, and it's so incredible. And just seeing them be there for each other, be supportive, it's just everything I wanted this season, and I'm so happy we're getting it, and I can't wait to see it continue. Because next episode, 100th state championship, we're getting Jordan and Layla, and Spencer and Liv. Maybe Rain Kiss, I assume. I mean, I'm hoping. Every teen drama, when you're like this far in a teen drama, or it's this popular, you need a Rain Kiss. I think every teen drama needs a Rain Kiss at some point. Okay? Like, come on. Give it to me. Give me both, please. Like, yeah, I'll be fine with one, but both of them would be ideal. And we're gonna get Liv and Layla watching the game together, which, oh my gosh, it's giving me flashbacks to season 4, episode 20, even though Liv and Spencer did break up that episode. Other than that, it is just because, you know, Layla was there as well. It's perfect. They're all there. Grace is going to be there. Laura's most likely. I mean, I'm almost certain Laura's there. I don't remember if she was in the picture, but she's obviously going to be there. Coop's there. Chris is there. Oh my gosh, I've missed him. I wish... What's that guy's name? I wish not Corey's son, but you know what I mean. Like the guy that Corey kind of helped raise when he wasn't with Spencer. I don't know why I can't think of his name right now. Like I can picture him, but I don't. No, I wish he was there. You know, I wish he was there, but it's fine. I'm just happy to see Chris again. I'm happy they brought him back. I love that Daniel directed it, so I have high hopes, especially because the not finale is the 100th episode, and most 100th episodes are crazy, and not just crazy, are just huge, and they make such a big deal out of it because it's such a big deal, especially right now. So I'm ready. Next week is gonna hit. I don't know what the hell is gonna happen, but I'm manifesting my Rain Kiss. I'm manifesting... Not my Rain Kiss. My Rain Kisses. I'm manifesting that. Manifesting that they win. I mean, I don't think Coastal's going to win. Even though Asher is there and on that team. I doubt that's going to happen. Like, obviously, they're going to make JU win. And so... I don't know what else. I guess we'll see. Guess we'll see next episode. Which I'm so, like, this is honestly the most excited I've been for an All-American episode in a hot minute. Actually, I think since April, because I was hyped for the first episode of this season because I was so desperate. But, like, this one I'm so excited for because I've been waiting for this championship. I've been waiting for this shit. So, we'll see next episode. But I think that's the end of this episode. Thank you so much for listening. I don't know what else to say, so I'll see you guys next week for the 100th episode and state championship.